Before I start this video, I'd like to say I'm sorry for the way I sound right now. I'm currently ill, I have the flu, etc. Please don't let that distract you. But nevertheless, I would like to also say this most likely is going to be quite a long video. You can probably tell from the time of the video. Maybe it won't be long, who knows. But today what we're going to be doing then is giving my thoughts and opinions, on the thing that Bungie did, the state of Destiny 2, when he talks about a load of stuff. I haven't actually talked about it on YouTube yet, and I feel as if I should really talk about it, because I've been doing a lot of videos lately regarding how Destiny 2 is, how the community feels about it, and now I think this will be like the final video of that series. Now me talking about what Bungie have actually said in regards to the state of Destiny 2. So without further ado, let's jump into it then. So they made the state of Destiny 2 post on Bungie.net, and they talk about a load of stuff. We're going to go over pretty much all of them. That's why I said this might be a long video, but nevertheless, hopefully you can stick with me to the very end. So they say, upcoming updates overview. We previously published a list of upcoming Destiny 2 improvements we want to deliver. Some of these updates will be introduced on December 5th and December 12th. Others will land in the new year. First one, new system and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including a new weapon tier, Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random rerollable stat bonuses, unique item tooltips, and item detail screens. See the December update details section below for more info. Improve vendor rewards, adding ways for people to purchase items directly with their legendary shards and tokens. See the December update details section below. Adding armor ornaments that grant visual permutations of armor as players complete specific challenges. See December update sections below. They're also going to give better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities. We're targeting a January update to provide better incentives to complete prestige activities. Better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors. In December, we'll be introducing a heroic strike playlist and more generous strike rewards. Rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on our radar, but will not be delivered for our December update. So I'm happy about, a lot of people said they want heroic strikes, etc. And we're going to be getting that. Better incentive for people who complete prestige activities, because me personally, I didn't really feel there was really much point in doing the prestige raid, if I'm being totally honest, especially if you didn't like the colours of the gear, the glow, etc. There was really no point in doing it apart from it being a hassle for your team. They also say private matches for the Crucible. We've wanted this for such a long time. Still targeting early 2018 and expect to have better insight into exact timing in the new year. We're also moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for next year to support the competitive community. Oh my god. Thank you, Bungie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've always wanted some sort of incentive to play PvP, I really feel as if PvP is just like, because I'm not really a straight up PvP player, and when there isn't really much to do in PvP apart from just play it, it doesn't really give me any fun factor. Whereas Call of Duty and stuff, they have ranked system, ranked plays, etc. It actually gives me some sort of incentive to play, and the fact that they're actually bringing ranked PvP to Destiny is unreal. I cannot thank you enough, Bungie. Another thing they said, Crucible tuning, like adjusting supremacy score and better spawning rules. Pretty good there, there is some ridiculous spawns here and there in the game, and of course if they tweak that, the game will be a lot more better. Another one is a better incentive for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive matches. I like this as well. A quitter penalty system is currently in development, and you can expect an update on the deployment of this system in the new year. Pretty beast there. I think that should be in place anyway. If you're going to go into competitive, it's competitive. You can't just leave. Of course, if you have to leave, like this side does happen that you have to leave, then fair enough. But if you're just leaving just because your team's not doing well, etc., that's not really good enough. You've got to play it out, just keep playing. And a quit penalty is something that I think is a good step forward for the competitive scene in terms of Destiny. And also better incentives for completing Crucible matches. That's also nice as well. More rewards is a lot more fun. This is what the game is about, rewards mainly, and it's really fun when you get a good amount of rewards. Another thing is continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. The next Iron Banner and faction rally will introduce improvements in both these areas. And of course, it says here the December update details. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. The Gunsmith will have some updates to how mods are required. See December update. We're exploring more updates to the system in the new year. And don't worry, we will be looking at the December update below. Do not worry about that. Also, we have ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduce instances of duplication. That's a kind of an iffy thing for me, because sometimes it is annoying getting a duplicate exotic, but it also makes you grind that bit more because you're not getting the exotic you want. I don't know. you know, it is good. A lot of people don't like duplication exotics anyway. They say we plan to tune underperforming exotics and will continue to make targeted updates and improvements. Love this because, you know, if I'm going to be totally honest, the exotics in Destiny 2, they're a bit pants, really. There isn't really a lot to really like be wowed about with exotics in Destiny 2, and the fact that they're going to be tuning underperforming exotics, etc., fighting Lion, it could be really good. And also the duplicate protection will be added for exotics in the new year. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials. Looking at you, legendary shards. Players will be able to spend tokens and legendary shards on vendor inventory. See the December update, etc. Also, Zoe will have new items as well. See the December update. Also, that emote interface, you know, where we can equip all the exotic emotes at the same time. They spoke about that in a stream, I think, or in a update before. And then, yeah, they talk about how you can find more specific details about December update below. Now we're up to the December update then. There are 4 key areas we're targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive in the December 5th update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. Both updates combined include improvements set against the following goals. Deepen rewards for advanced players. Yes. Provide more player control over obtaining rewards. Beast. Make shards useful. Beast. Provide general quality fixes for wherever possible, which is also good. The following changes are the first step towards achieving these goals. With more planned for our next release in January, here's a review of impending changes to Destiny 2. Each category is marked with a forecast delivery date. Look at this, we've got Masterwork re-rollable stats here. This one grants you more reload speed, and it also gives you generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it, and with some more reload speed on it. I like this. I'm going to give my personal opinion here. It's a step forward in the right direction, but if I'm going to be 100% honest, I would have just rathered re-rollable perks on the weapon itself. But, you know, re-rollable stats, it could mean something good for the future. You know, we haven't seen all of Masterworks yet. We can't really judge it just yet. There could be even more stuff happening in there. Who really knows what's going to happen? But nevertheless, it's a step in the right direction, which I'm really happy about. Also, we have this here, Uriel's gift, auto rifle, enemies defeated 77, etc. And they also say here, December 12th, legendary weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterwork versions. Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapon. Track and display the number of kills with that weapon. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills. Add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. Gives you just that little bit of grind there, which I'm happy about. Like I said, a step in the right direction. Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 power. Again, gives it more of a grind, because if people want Masterworks, they're going to have to grind to get that 250 power, but I'm pretty sure most people are over 250 now anyway that got the game release. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterwork. Beast, if I don't like this certain Masterwork, dismantle it and put it into a different one. Good. Raid and Trials of 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterwork. Beast again gives you more incentive to play those activities to actually have a higher chance of those weapons giving you what you want with the Masterworks. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill counts in more places. Example, Crucible, kill screen. Now, one thing I do want to say, it says legendary weapons. Now, can we have Masterworks on exotics? Who knows, there might be something in the future. If that isn't in at the moment, I would request that to have that, because I'd love to have Masterworks for the Warcliff coil. Be able to reload that thing a little bit quicker, because, you know, it only gives you 1 rocket, unless you do the glitch that gives you like 1,000 rockets, but, you know, it's quite a difficult glitch to do. Here we have some armor ornaments for Iron Banner. Iron Pledge ornament. With Iron Banner, win Iron Banner matches during Season 2 to earn this ornament. It is unlocked to the Iron Trowel, Casque, Helm and Hood. And of course, you need 25 matches to unlock that ornament. December 5th, armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. They will be applied to the base pieces that you may already have collected and can now unlock on vendors if not. In Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities: Vanguard Armor, Crucible Armor, Trials of the 9 Armor, Iron Banner Armor, Dead Orbit Armor, Future Walker Armor, New Monarchy Armor, Eater of Worlds Raid Lair Armor. Beast! even more incentive to play. I am loving this so much because while I'm doing this commentary, I before I actually looked at this, I only like quick scanned over it. I didn't read a lot of it, but now I'm actually reading the whole thing with you guys. It gives me like more surprise to it because I didn't even know it gives us all these ornaments for all this armor, which is absolutely amazing. Even more incentive to play. I keep saying that, but that's what I've always wanted with this game. More reasons to play, ton of more fun, really is. And of course we have here claim 2 reward engrams to unlock. This phoenix that fights itself then rises from its ashes stronger than ever. That is the crucible, and I believe you can just buy stuff from the crucible right now on the vendors itself. December 12th, faction armor weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from the respective faction. You will get credit for engrams that you may have already claimed since launch. Beast. Xur exchange. Here we now get a fated engram, an engram with a predestined outcome. It will contain a new exotic if any remain to be collected. I'm kind of iffy about that because, you know, if you... Wait, is that a new exotic in his inventory there? Those boots? Or have I just never seen those before? It looks like a new exotic if I'm going to be totally honest right now. That does look like a new exotic. But nevertheless, I'm a bit iffy on the fated engram, you know. It removes the grind a little bit because, you know, you're going to get a guaranteed exotic that you don't already have. But then again, it's also a good thing in the same way. And they have freer coins there. I'm not really too pleased about freer coins. It really dumbed down the grind in Destiny 1 and you're bringing them back. That's what they say about Xur. Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you'll be able to acquire one of the new fated engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. A symbol freer coins that boost exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply before every boss. These cost legendary shards and you can have as many as you like. Now, they say no stacking mechanics or anything, but what if we use 3 coins and a Vanguard, is it called a Vanguard Tactician booster? You know, the one that increases your reward drops for 4 hours? What if you put them on top of each other? Is it going to give us exotics like mad? Who knows, maybe you'll see a video from me in the future. Here we have the gunsmith here with his mod, etc. It says here, December 5th, Bungie has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components. For players chasing specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, Bungie will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase, with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. Pretty beast right there. December 5th, for players chasing a world legendary or looking for masterworks, Master Rahul will sell some of his rumoured hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. Pretty nice right there as well. You know, if we want a specific legendary, we can go up to Master Rahul and get some legendary engrams off him to see if we can get a weapon to give us masterworks. December 12th, Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. What? A round of exotics? Not too sure if I'm going to like that or not because it kind of brings the grind away from us. Who knows, maybe it won't be that powerful. December 12th, exploit safeguards on chests and resource nodes are greatly relaxed and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens is only reduced to 30% instead of 0% and Glimmer will be unaffected. We want you to associate a visual indicator with this in a future update, but we aren't able to pull that off in this update, but we hear you. December 12th, vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. Pretty good right there. Little small thing, but pretty good. December 5th, changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily challenges will have reputation token rewards increase across the board. Cage treasure chests still offer variable rewards, but now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination appropriate reputation tokens. Strikes will drop a large number of Vanguard reputation tokens. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rate increased to 100%. And values per token increase as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions, plus 37% and gunsmith plus 50%. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed at benefits immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. pretty nice right there as well. With the launch of Curse of Osiris and the beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite of patch notes that will document all of the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We'll also soon be providing preload and launch day details, as well as roadmap for Season 2 content, which includes a dawning in mid-December. Then they go ahead and talk about some XP stuff, you know, with all the XP stuff that happened previously. I'm not really going to read that, but at the bottom of the post they say the future. Going forward, we plan to continue the dialogue as openly and frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we are committed to. This week we'll be publishing a new episode on the Bungie podcast where we sound off on the current state of Destiny 2, how we think about our communication challenges, and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You'll be able to listen on both Apple and Android devices. Thank you for playing, for being passionate about Destiny 2's experience, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. Well, there you have it, chaps. It's a very, if I can sum my whole opinion on this in one sentence here, in my opinion, this is the right step forward for Bungie. It shows they're listening to us. It shows that they know that we want all this stuff implemented. It shows they know that we're not really happy with the other state of Destiny 2, and they want us to be happy with it. So they're bringing us all this crazy stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure all this stuff wouldn't have even been in the game if it wasn't for us going crazy. So it shows that the community, they are listening to the community, and I really like this. This really lifts my expectations for Destiny 2, I guess you could say. It looks good from here. It does look good from here. So I want to know your guys' opinion about this. Leave a comment down below if you guys think that this is good or not. It will be very interesting to read all the comments, and maybe if I get enough comments, I'll do like what I've been doing before and show Bungie all of your comments in a second video from this one. Who knows? Maybe I won't. I'm not going to promise anything, but yeah, just sound off in the comment section below your thoughts about all this. Like I said, me personally, I think this is a step in the right direction, and it's looking up from here. So that's if Bungie keeps improving like this. Of course, it is looking up from here. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, it is going to be a long one. This is probably over 15 minutes long by now. Let me just have a quick check. Of course, I've got some cuts in here, so it might not be this. But at the moment, my recording is 18 minutes and 25 seconds. Absolutely crazy. But nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed. And if you have got to the end here, one thing I do want you to do is, if you do comment down your opinions below, put hashtag Destiny 2 at the end of your comment, and that way I will know if you've actually listened right the way to the end. But nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys on the next video.